TDB Network Wizard. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Bird's Eye View Show. I want to test that out. I want to see if that might stick. That might stick, y'all. It just might. So listen, the Olympics is like halfway through, and I've been hearing about all the BS going on, but Nisi has dropped a little video kind of compiling all the information and events and doodads put together. So we're gonna just kind of run through it with y'all and react to the bullshit, because I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. Like, if you don't know, it's a lot of drama and hecticness and BS and turmoil going on in these Paris 2024 Olympics. Let's get into it.
The opening ceremony at the Olympics be like.
Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god!
Boxing at the Olympics be like. The Olympics be like.
Oh yeah! I won! I'm a strong woman!
Believe it or not, that was a pretty accurate representation of the 2024 Olympics. I mean, for real. Who needs South Park when real life is this ridiculous?
I will say,
hello,
though,
everyone.
it do sound like she finna call that boxer a man, and I don't listen. A guy dropped a video kind of like disproving all of the thoughts or allegations about her being a man. Apparently, she's been a girl her whole life. Like, there's pictures of her as like a little girl and whatnot. But yeah, don't get in my ass if she get to having an opinion about it that's against yours. That ain't none of my business.
We ain't the ones
Men
saying
should
it.
not be competing in women's sports, but I'm not, sure that this is one of those cases. I'll just, say that.
And if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your second, third, fourth time watching one of my videos and you're not yet subscribed, we already go together. Okay, make it official and hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who have hit that subscribe button, I just want to say thank you. So thank you guys. This video is about the crazy ass 2024 Paris Olympics. By now, I think we have all seen the opening ceremony at the Olympics, which featured a bunch of drag queens mocking the painting of Jesus in the Last Supper. And if you
which was wild as a mother, like,
Y'all gonna get strike down.
hold on, let's go back
a bunch of drag
keep that.
Oh,
Like,
y'all gonna get strike down.
listen, y'all playing with fire. Y'all
Fire.
playing with hellfire in this
Hellfire.
motherfucker. Dog.
Oh my god! Like, this can't be real. What is the world
It
today?
is.
Like,
you feel me? Like this is
What
really
the
what y'all on right now at the Olympics.
who
Bro.
in their right mind?
Bro. The leftists took over the Olympics.
queens mocking the painting of Jesus in the Last Supper. And if you haven't seen it, well, you can't watch it on YouTube anymore because they have blocked it in most countries. They have tried their best to take it off of social media, but it has been reposted everywhere. We have all seen it, and most importantly, God has seen it. Did you know the day after the opening ceremony in Paris, there was a power outage in Paris? Some call it coincidence, I call it God. The opening ceremony not only featured the drag queens mocking the Last Supper.
I got up there sitting on the throne like, oh, y'all think I'm a bitch. All right. Y'all think I'm a
Y'all
bitch.
think I'm a
right?
joke.
You gonna fuck around and flood this motherfucker. Y'all playing around.
With a child stuck in there for additional shock value, but it also featured other questionable imagery, like a bunch of women with their heads cut off singing from the window of a building with fire shooting out in front of it, or the woman riding a white horse, which many people interpreted as the pale horse from the book of Revelation. Quote, "And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill."
Y'all, the world might change after these here Olympics. The powers that be might, cause they always do something. They always do something blatant, like real blatant, to tell you they finna do something evil. If you look back, there was a couple of signs that was shown before COVID and whatnot. We ain't gonna dive into that rabbit hole right now, but Yeah, this ain't like. Hey, they finna do some.
With sword and with hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. The ceremony also featured Celine Dion, who, in case you didn't know, has a gender-neutral clothing line for children that features heartwarming messages on them, like New Order.
Today, we are announcing
Hold on,
Edel Lam
Fizz,
at Google's offices
Fizz,
in
what you mean
Paris.
New Order?
Edel Lam
What you
is
mean
the
by
world's
New
first
Order?
large
New
language
Order
model
what?
for
World Order?
She forgot to put the word world, but we know what she meant. Oh, and Snoop Dogg even made an appearance at the Olympics wearing a chain with a Baphomet on it. He wants to gaslight us and tell us it was just a regular goat. No, sir, you are wearing a Baphomet chain, and for those of you
Snoop D-O double dizzle.
Sir.
Snoop D-O double dizzle, you got some explaining to do, okay?
Y'all is tripping nowadays.
They just wearing the symbols all out. They don't care. You talking about it's a regular. Ain't no regular goat. Anyway, I know what a regular goat look like. I'm a regular goat. What you talking about? Ain't no regular goat.
who do not know, Baphomet is a transgender demon that is worshipped by occultists and the Freemasons. What in the Illuminati is going on here? In my opinion, the Olympics performed a ritual that was broadcasted live to the masses, and it's not the first time the Olympics has done some weird shit like this. Just look at the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympics that took place in London.
Scary demons spreading like a virus. Zombie-like healthcare workers.
Hey yo, what the?
Terror-
Hey yo, what is this? What is this? What is this bullshit? Yeah, bruh, listen, don't bring me to hell with y'all, bruh. Don't bring me to hell with y'all, bruh. Keep that, bro. What? Y'all need to listen. Illuminati, any dark cult entities out there, just keep it behind closed doors. Worship what you gotta worship, but don't put us all in your mix, bruh.
But
Like,
that's
'cause
what's
we got
so
to
crazy,
see it.
though. When people be doing stuff like extrally out there, and it's like Christian, like, you know, and it's like a good thing. Everybody like blasted, like, oh my gosh, they shouldn't be doing that. Da, da, da. Why are
Facts.
they doing this so publicly? Well, why are you doing this shit so publicly? Now we
You
all got to
feel
suffer
me?
the consequences of your bullshit.
Right,
No,
bruh.
thank you. I don't want to
God
see
don't
this
like
shit.
ugly, bruh, and I'm sitting here talking about it and whatnot because I need content to do. I don't even know if he appreciative. My bad, dog. My bad, dog. My bad, dog.
Terrified children.
Oh my god. You will not be chasing my child. Hell no. What else is that? Oh, I rebuke
Nigga.
this
Oh,
shit.
no.
I rebuke all this.
Oh,
That's
I ain't mean to
mad.
do that. I ain't mean to
The
do
beasts
that.
of the
I didn't mean to
earth.
do
The
that.
ceremony also featured
I did not mean to do that. But hold on. What do you mean? At the Olympics? Why? Like what point are you trying to make here?
Who the fuck organizes the Olympics?
Bro, he fired.
Like, that's who
Like,
we need to speak to. Who
bro,
the fuck
whoever
does
who,
this shit?
I'm saying, all the event planners, organizers need to be fired, shot, and put in jail. All in
All
the
the
same
above.
day. All in the same day. Cause what the fuck? Excuse my language, algorithm, but yeah.
Why show the NHS? Why all the subliminal messages during the closing ceremony about anger, death, rage, and the end of the world? Can anybody please explain to us what
This is where
any
the
of
world
this has to
ends.
do with
Excuse
sports?
me?
With the Olympic
I don't
Games? Who could have known back then that their so-called artistic show was actually an appalling glimpse into our future?
and
Facts.
people will still
That's what I meant. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I meant. They did it before. They did it before. They did it before.
say that predictive programming isn't real.
how
You
you
know,
know.
it is interesting that they have no issues showing such dark and demonic imagery in their ceremonies, but when one of the competitors had a surfboard with Jesus on it, they banned him from using it. They claimed that they have strict rules and they focus on neutrality. Yeah, okay.
Neutrality, my
All of
ass.
that is a lot of
You can worship the
controversy,
devil
but
all
there's
freely.
even more BS
got pride.
that went down at the Olympics. Just take a look at this clip. They are booing this guy, Dutch volleyball player Steven van de Velde. Steven was allowed to represent his country at the Olympics despite being convicted of raping a 12-year-old girl.
Guy comes out and they start booing him, and I'm like, oh, he must be a bat, like, I don't know, just like one of the villains of it. And then I look him up. He's a convicted child rapist. And they're still letting him play in the Olympics. And he a 12-year-old girl. He admitted it on the stand. He fully went to prison for a year, got tried for 4 years, convicted child rapist, and they're letting him play in the Olympics. They're giving him special treatment where he doesn't have to stay with any of the other.
All right, so the Olympics are out. Kids, it's not a dream anymore. It's not, oh, I wanna grow up and go to the Olympics. Fuck the Olympics. Okay, you heard it here first, kids. The Olympics are not a goal. The Olympics are tarnished, are trash, and until they throw out the entire IOC and redo it, I'm never, like, I don't care. I swear I will make the U.S. team and not go. And not go. On my soul, I'll make the U.S. team and not go. And now for everybody on the team that made it and went out there, that's out there, you know, that's no shade to y'all or nothing. Of course, nobody could have foreseen all this BS happening when everybody made the team weeks ago. But like after this, like no. I don't think anybody should want anything to do with the IOC now. Like I feel like if the US competes, then the US condones after this. Canada competes, Canada condones after this. Jamaica competes, Jamaica condones after any country that competes in the Olympics after this condones this. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all, you can say, oh, it's not their country, but the IOC is letting them in, and you're going to compete at the IOC's event. You know what I mean? Take a stand. If you don't stand for nothing, then you'll fall for anything. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like
Stand
this.
up.
Stand up. You know what I mean? Like this ain't it. This ain't okay. Not at all.
Athletes, and he doesn't have to do any press after, so they bring him in a secret door, let him play, and then they take him out, and then he continues to get to play. And on trial, he goes on stand and says, yes, I did it. I booked a flight that morning, and I left that afternoon. I had sex with her, then I came back, and it was just a really bad decision that I made in my life. I was a stupid teenager. He was 19. She was 12.
The Olympics are such a joke.
You knew better.
Ain't no stupid teenager. You a grown ass bro.
You fucking knew better.
Ooh.
19 stupid teenager, bitch.
Ooh. Just some need to just go to sleep.
For a long
A
time.
recent controversy to come out of the Olympics is their decision to allow 2 biological males to compete in women's boxing. There is Lin Yuting of Taiwan and Aman Khalif of Algeria. So to give a bit of background about the 2 boxers, back in March of 2023, the 2 boxers intended to compete at the Women's World Boxing Championship in New Delhi, India. However, the president of the International Boxing Association announced the disqualification of multiple boxers from the championship, including Lin Yuting and Aman Khalif. After a series of DNA tests, the International Boxing Association said they uncovered, quote, athletes who were trying to fool their colleagues and pretend to be women. The president.
Now I will say, the IBA is like notoriously corrupt as shit, and they actually disqualified that person after competing, and it had something to do with like they were allowing the Russian Federation to compete and fly their flag, which is a big no because you know Russia and their doping stuff. No beef with any Russians watching this, but you know the truth. Y'all know the truth. We all know the truth. Yeah. But that's why I said at the beginning of this video, this is still like a little, like kind of a ongoing little, woo-wop, and I don't want to speak as if I know the complete facts, because even the people that like announce this stuff don't even know the complete facts of the situation and all and everything. If it is a man competing in women's sports, then I'm against it. I don't like it. If it's not, then so be it. You feel me?
The president stated that these athletes had XY chromosomes and that was the reason why they were disqualified from competing. Fast forward to the 2024 Olympics and they are allowed to compete because the Olympics doesn't hold the athletes to the same standards as the International Boxing Association. Lin Yuting fought Satora Turbekova from Uzbekistan in the women's boxing category and Lin Yuting won, so he will go on to fight another female in the women's boxing category. Aman Khalif
thing is though, I will say the Aman Khalifa, that person's been beaten by plenty women. You feel me? Like that motherfucker been beat up by women. So just throwing that out there. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say she look hurt.
She do look hurt.
She look crushed. Like her dreams are crushed.
Faced off against Angela Carini from Italy, and the match only lasted 46 seconds. Seeing her cry like that, it genuinely broke my heart. I can only imagine how hard she had to work just to make it to the Olympics, and she expects to go in there and fight another woman and win her way to a medal fair and square. But what happened was she got into the ring, and because of this whole woke ideology that has taken over the Olympics, she now has to fight a man, a biological male. That is not a fair fight. And because she was afraid for her safety, she made the tough decision to abandon the fight. So Aman Khalif won by default because she abandoned the fight. In an interview after the fight, she said this, quote, "I'm used to suffering. I've never taken a punch like that. It's impossible to continue. I didn't give up, but the punch hurt too much, so I said enough. I'm leaving with my head held high." So I had just finished filming this video and I came across an article from the BBC. I want to apologize to Khalif, Italian boxer Carini. So Angela Carini is apologizing for forfeiting the fight and for not shaking Aman Khalif's hand. All this controversy makes me sad. I'm sorry for my opponent too. If the IOC said she can fight, I respect that decision. Carini, also 25, said abandoning the fight had been a mature step to take, but she expressed regret and not shaking hands with Khalif afterwards. It wasn't something I intended to do, Carini said. Actually, I want to apologize to her and everyone else. I was angry because my Olympics had gone up in smoke. She added that if she met Khalif again, she would embrace her. So basically, the woke police at the Olympics reached out to Angela and told her to apologize. I don't know that for sure. I'm speculating. That's what it sounds like. The Algerian boxer was born female, was registered female, lived as female, boxed as a female, has a female passport, IOC spokesperson Mark Adams said on Friday. I take issue with this. First of all, I don't think it is bad sportsmanship for Angela to apologize for not shaking Aman's hand. If Angela feels bad about that, okay, fine. But the decision that the IOC has made to allow someone with XY chromosomes with elevated testosterone levels to compete in the women's category, it's wrong. And if we are going to classify someone as female based on what is registered on their birth certificate and on their passport, then it's meaningless, because there are countries such as Australia where you are allowed to change the registration on your birth certificate and on your passport. So someone who is a biological male, was born a male, somewhere they could have gone through male puberty, they could be 45 years old, and they decide that they want to be a female, they can actually go and have documents, their birth certificate and their passport, changed to say that they are female. And on paper, since the beginning of time, you will have been a female. It's happening right now in Australia. It is a thing. And I don't know what other countries it's happening in, but I'm sure this is going to become the new norm since we are moving down the path of wokeology. And
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You gotta remember, you'll never ever in life hear a woman wake up like, I want to be a man today and go compete in man sports. Like, that'll never fucking happen. You feel me? It's like it's always gonna be a argument when something like this pops up. Like when, same thing with Cassius Semenya, that swimmer, this. It's like anytime that, it's like, whoa, that Adam's apple big, your shoulders broad. Why you hit that hard? You know what I mean? Like we know when it's like you ain't gonna sneak
Why you hit
through.
that hard?
You know what I'm saying? we gonna know. You feel me? Now, granted, if the federations and whatnot allow, that'll be that. Like I said, it's up to each and every one of y'all athletes and countries federations. If you not with it, don't compete. But if they don't have nobody competing, they can't make no money. They're gonna have to change the rules. It's in the hands of the people. But y'all gotta actually make the decision to act. Like, stop watching they posts. Stop going to the meets and games, and you gotta just cut them out. And they're gonna have to change and be right. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's really in y'all hands.
Gotta cut them off like a toxic ex.
Like a toxic ex.
In the next 10-15 years, you're going to have a bunch of men with passports that say female, looking like this, showing up to fight women. Is this the future you guys want?
You're the reason this species is a failure, and it makes me angry.
This picture, which people say is Iman Khalif in childhood, has circulated around the internet. Plus, there's the fact that Iman is a Muslim from Algeria, and people are making the argument that transgenderism wouldn't be tolerated where Iman is from.
Facts. Because it's like, yo, where she at, nigga? You can't be trans. That shit is outlawed, nigga. That what? Psh. And they definitely, 100% would never have a transgender person represent their country in the Olympics. Like, and I'm not trying to like be an asshole, nothing like that. But like, that's just how that country operates. You feel me? I'm pretty sure she about to get into that a little more.
In my opinion, it appears that Iman is a male with a sex development disorder. And that is probably why Iman's parents raised him like a little girl. He most likely doesn't have properly formed external male genitalia. And so when he was young, they believed he was female and raised him as such. But since Iman...
That's a hell of a speculation to make.
That shit does happen, though. Like, some people will be born with a coochie but be a man. They'll have like a dick and a coochie, and then the doctor or the parents have to decide which one they want to cut off and take out or whatever.
Yeah, but in that culture, they would have chose man.
Yeah, accurate.
In that culture, they would have chose to have a son, not a daughter.
Yeah, probably.
Iman does have XY chromosomes and has tested for high levels of testosterone. Iman is likely a male with testes inside of his abdomen that have not descended. This is my speculation, I don't know for sure, but a male with sex development disorder is still a male and should still compete with other males because they do have the advantage of a male body that went through male puberty. And let's be clear, like, Iman has all of these.
Well, see, no, going through male puberty is your nuts dropping. Like, your nuts drop. That's what starts off male puberty, and that's what like starts off all the chemical reactions that produce more testosterone and all that other shit. So like, her speculation, I think, is a little bit misguided. And I only say that because I'm a male. I know I started puberty with my nuts drop. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I could be wrong. I could damn sure be wrong, and she could be 100% right. But like I said, it's ongoing. We all just speculating at this point.
Secondary sex characteristics of a male. I mean, Iman sounds like a male.
1, 2, 3. Viva l'Algérie.
Iman has the facial bone structure of a male. Iman is flat-chested. Iman has no hips or curves that you would typically see on a woman. Iman has a fairly pronounced Adam's apple, and when you go through Iman's social media, he never even tries to pass as a woman. And this is slightly off topic.
This person doesn't try to help their case at all. Because I mean, it's all, a lot of it is giving off male, characteristics. You know what I mean? It's hard to argue when, everything is pointing at male. And like, granted, there's a lot of females, a lot of natural born 100% females that are, born with more testosterone than other females, and that'll come off to to humans, to other humans, as being more masculine. So like, we ain't trying to throw no shade at the more broad show broads out there. You feel me? Like we ain't getting on y'all or nothing like that. It's just, facts of the case. That's all it is.
But I also believe the WNBA player Brittany Griner is also a biological male. Everything that I said about Iman is also true for Brittany. Brittany has one of the deepest voices I have ever heard on any human being, let alone a woman.
You're about to be a mom.
How is that? What the fuck?
Oh, let me get it together. About to be a pops. Please.
That's a nigga, bro. That's a whole nigga. What the fuck? That's a whole nigga.
Nah, hey,
you can't convince me otherwise, bro. That's a whole nigga.
Yeah, nah. Imam might pass. Brittany, I don't know, homie.
You a nigga,
no. Nah, hey, don't kill us in the comments. Don't kill us in the comments.
All jokes.
All jokes.
Tell me how exciting that is for you and what you're looking forward to most.
I'm super excited. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just drop it. He's here. So he's here. Yes. 7'8", 24. 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Yeah, that's my man.
Brittany has a pretty pronounced Adam's apple. Brittany has never developed breasts and is completely flat-chested. Brittany is unusually tall for a woman, and Brittany has...
I think it was like Instagram or some shit. I saw that shit and I was like, is that a man or a woman? Because the comments were saying woman, and I'm sitting here like, bro, that's a whole nigga. What are we talking about? But I guess that really was a woman. I just didn't know who it was.
But it's but the thing is, she's gay, and has a lady, built like a man, has an Adam's apple. You like women. A lot of that screams man. I mean, like, listen, if there's a JJ there or a PP there, that's none of my business. It really is none of my business. But Brittany, you foul, nigga. Cause like even still, like, why even compete, bro? Cause that's like Brittany, like, come on, we done seen Brittany compete. She shit on everybody. She shit on everybody.
Has no hips, no lady bumps to speak of. I think there is enough circumstantial evidence for any reasonable person to conclude that Brittany Griner is also a biological male. I wonder if Putin knows the truth. I got a little bit off topic, but I wanted to say that as of the making of this video, the Olympics are not yet over, and they are supporting Aman and Lynn, and these two players, these two athletes, are still due to fight female opponents in the upcoming days, and I am very curious to see what the outcomes of those fights will be. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. I will be doing a follow-up to my last video.
When they do fight, we're gonna come back and do a part 2 to this, and you feel me, kind of break down, like, did she win or she lose? What does that mean if they won or lost? You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up and get into that. But until then,
sayonara, amigos.
I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today.